Hey there dudes, I am Laddie and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm here with my dad again. We're in the same place we were actually filming in the last few videos. We made two videos about where I did a Q&A with my dad and all of the questions to do with like having a transgender child and this and that and all the trans-based stuff was answered by him in those two 20-minute videos. So go check them out. I will put the links to them in the description and in the iCard. They're cover every single topic, but today we are going to be reacting to some stuff.
In my eyes at least.
I haven't seen half of this stuff, but you know what we're going to be reacting to, and we are going to be reacting to people who identify as aliens. So I don't know what they class as. Like, I don't know what they, because they're not really otherkin. You don't want to know about otherkin. I already
Why don't I want to know? Okay.
That's another video, but I'm not reacting to it with you because I've already watched the documentaries and they're bloody weird. But we are going to respectfully react to these people today because I understand that they aren't really harming anyone, they're just living their best lives. It's just a very intriguing and interesting thing to react to. We're just gonna respectfully, you know, just react and we might have a chuckle, but it was no harm done by it. This video is called I've Transitioned into an Alien. Technically we're all aliens, you know, to someone else.
Strawberries aren't berries, but bananas are, and so are watermelons and avocados. How?
Depends what your definition, isn't it? Yes. Well, in the United States, all right, the term alien, we're just talking about that now. Alien just means like people from outside the United States, basically. So they talk about illegal aliens sometimes, all right, that come from Mexico or wherever. And there are laws that say that they must be deported back to where they came from. So if a spaceship landed on the White House lawn, I think the legal situation is that they'd have to send them back to where they came from.
That says so much about the United States.
It could be a good thing because we'd have to develop an entire spaceship,
imagine
starships and things like that, just to send them back to where they came from.
That says so much
could be the best thing that happens to humanity.
About the political situation in the United States is that even if an alien came down, they'd probably send them back. They'd end up building a wall around the earth.
You'd have to go back in handcuffs, that's the trouble.
Oh, bloody
Never
hell.
mind.
Hooked on the look. I've transitioned into an alien. Let's have a look at this.
Being an alien is more than just my gender. It's how I am, who I am, how my body reacts. It just feels alien. It's not about the attention, it's about self-expression.
It looks quite good, but it's hardly alien.
Yeah, it looks good. It's hardly like...
Yeah,
it's
I quite like it when people express themselves in weird colours. But
yeah, like crazy colours.
I've lived through the punk era, so cyberpunk.
Plenty straight men back then were wearing like makeup.
Hundreds of years ago, it was in England. It was, you know, all wore wigs, and in fact, I think it's probably almost like at the moment that we're almost like the least expressive in some respects. From that low base, you then think, oh, I want to express myself.
Hi, I'm Jared. Welcome to Seattle. My name is Jared Nebula, and I am an agender alien. I am 33 years old.
So that's interesting. They've got agender on top of being an alien. So it's not like they're saying aliens are gender, maybe? I don't know how that works.
Did you say an agender?
An agender.
Oh, I see.
The type of gender that I am going to have to look at.
Yeah.
So agender is the same as gender neutral or gender free. Oh,
yeah.
no, gender neutral is...
The A bit means without.
Still a gender.
As in asexual.
But gender neutral is kind of still a gender. It's very hard to... Anyway, but it basically means without a gender, but they identify as an alien.
Yeah. Alien is a bit tricky, but never mind.
I have a significant amount of body modifications, 78 stars all over my body. I am going to stop at 333 stars. I also have dull joints.
Really?
To be fair, yeah, dull joints.
I also have...
Not real culture. That was kind of impossible.
Favorite tattoos. It is representative of the inhuman or non-human identified part of me.
So I'm actually going to probably be getting more than 300 stars because I'm possibly getting a half sleeve that's an entire night sky.
You're going to be a few stars short of a galaxy.
I don't know if you know, but on my shoulder, I was going to get an entire grid circuit board network down my arm, across my shoulder, chest and back.
What, a real one?
Yes, a real one, David. Yes, I've decided to come up with that. No, a tattoo.
Oh.
So I'm getting it like across my shoulder down here and like a grid network. And then on the other one was going to be like a nature one just to show the yin and yang a bit.
Well, your ones are very scientific already. So
yeah, I've got this
if you're
one and then...
tattoos, why not have astronomical ones? That's good.
So maybe I identify as an alien. We don't know. Like it's still, the day is young. It's like when I reacted to Stargender. Did you watch that video?
You did do one where you show a star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I have seen
Yeah. Reacted to Stargender, where people identify as stars.
Technically good, yes. Oh, I see. OBAFG.
Yeah.
KM.
Go check out that video as well. I'll link that too.
I've never really felt right in my life as female identified. I was a tomboy growing up. I've never been comfortable with she or lady or girl or anything. They always bothered me. Basically, for me, I had a lot of gender expression. I played with it a lot, but I never really felt right and it never felt good. So I was taking it to the extreme because I was miserable. My game of pretending fell apart. I started realizing that I didn't want to be a gender. I didn't want to be put in a box.
I get that part, the non-binary part, because like in some cases I've thought I was non-binary, but like, I mean, I came out as non-binary originally, but then I just identified most with trans man. I still don't think I'm 100% one gender or the other all the time, because I think people put themselves into gender boxes too much. I just prefer to look this way most of the time. Yep. Whereas like my gender's a bit here and there sometimes. It's not always, you know.
There's a lot of mixing of gender.
I've always been a bit gender fluid though. I came out as gender fluid first. And this is not a full, I was going to speak about gender fluidity on my channel and gender like neutralist, but I've occasionally felt like gender fluid. It's a different to expression. It's very different, but it's just how it be. But I just say trans man 'cause it's easier to explain. But you know, generally, like I've sometimes been like, maybe I am non-binary, but it's just easier for society. I shouldn't have to, but I just haven't quite come up with a word yet.
Saves you
and the
in
issue
lots
is,
of forms.
I don't have to. Yeah, I just don't feel like people like this person needs to necessarily put any name onto it. I don't think anyone really needs to.
People like to put labels on things because it makes it easier to associate with them. But,
because I don't really know what's going on with gender at all,
and
because the brain is so crazy.
Yeah.
Your body.
Even among the most cis of males or most cis of females, there's a lot of variation.
So could people identify as alien?
Well, I still worry about the use of the word alien because
it isn't a gender.
Yeah. I'm not sure the word alien.
Like when people identify as animals, I don't know. Well, they call it otherkin, yeah.
Oh, is it? There you go.
They are otherkin, but those mostly like identify as a wolf.
It's just that most people
will
will think if you say alien,
someone will say identify as a lizard.
If you say you're alien, you try and use that tag of alien. You think people do think of it as being extraterrestrial, which is not true. So
well, yeah, it's just simply not true. You can't, But either way.
So then you get the question: if you're identifying yourself as, say, male when you would have been female, then that is true. Well, you can't be if you're identifying as alien. Because you're not alien.
But you can also identify as non-binary. It says in between.
Yeah, and
because the brain.
But those are real things.
Those are like Those are either no gender or on the gender of type spectrum. If that makes any sense.
If you say you're thinking of yourself as male, say. Well, that's a real thing. You actually really do think of yourself as male. But if you think of yourself as alien, you're just saying.
Like, what is that?
You can't actually think yourself.
What does that mean? What does that mean? How would you scientifically prove that you identify as an alien?
That's if you define what an alien is.
If you're, for example,
an alien just means other.
If you're like non-binary or like
Latin.
Oh, that's true. They can technically identify as alien then, if it just means other.
Yeah.
Anyway. and trans male, you can scientifically prove your brain's slightly different in the neurological pathways.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't prove you're like an alien. Like, there's no. What would you try and look for? There are gender.
I suppose perhaps you're associating yourself with what people might think of as being alien, extraterrestrial.
It's fair enough.
Which is what we're doing.
They're living their best life.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
I'm going to get a chest piece done to cover up my top surgery scars. Nipples were always uncomfortable on my body. I had both my breasts removed and my nipples, so I have complete flat chest.
Yes, they asked me this. They asked me if I wanted to take my nipples off. When they asked, they said, do you want to keep them?
Give it a box. Yeah.
Or do you want just a flat blank chest? Because some people ask to have no nipples at all, just a flat blank slate on their chest. And I was like, no, I'll keep them, thank you. Even though one of them doesn't quite work.
Oh.
Because it got infected when it was, it doesn't quite respond to the air sort of thing, or I can't really feel it. I can feel my chest. I just realised on camera that this side of my chest's been numb for like...
Oh, it's come back again, is it?
I've only just...
Recovery on camera.
That is crazy. I can feel this nipple. I haven't been able to feel it for... It's still really numb.
That must be the most unusual...
It's still numb, but I can feel... Like, it's not that numb. Maybe it's because I've been building up... I've been working out on my chest. Maybe more nerves.
Or the nerves just made a reconnection somewhere on the line.
That's crazy. I can actually feel it slightly. Back into the video. That was a cool realisation.
My family was not happy about it. Most people I knew weren't happy about it, and they all were like, you're going to regret this, and, are you sure about this? I definitely do not regret it.
I
it doesn't
really
look alien
like
to me,
it.
but it looks nice. I mean, I actually like funny hair colours and that.
Well, it's like
it's
pastel punk.
Yeah.
It's called pastel punk.
But it is.
Colourful pastel
back in the punk days, I mean, I used to get all those sort of hair and things like that. But this is perhaps a little bit more colourful.
Yeah.
If they say they think they're alien, are they saying they're just other, or are they saying that they want to be like
I don't know. It doesn't... Whatever.
I don't know. It is...
It's an interesting concept. Okay, so before we continue reacting to things in this video, just a quick plug of my dad's book, which is actually related to aliens, not necessarily alien gender, but it's related to aliens. I'd call it it's like an ancient alien sci-fi epic, especially the first book is in ancient times. So if you want to say a little bit about your book.
It's called Halion Eon.
Because Halion stands for like, what was it?
Halion, hadronic life entities. Any life entity made from hadrons, like the Large Hadron Collider, and hadrons are things that are made of quarks.
Oh.
So it's actually a very wide...
I said as though I'm not doing a physics degree.
But
for the people out there that aren't doing a physics degree...
There's a lot of history as well.
There's a lot of
history
history.
as well.
So it's kind of like... She's got these really cool, like, magnetic wings.
Yeah, I mean, she's an eon, which is part of the title, of course. Eons are humans, but they're implanted in their third thoracic vertebra with a small cube, 6 millimeters cube, which gives them the power of flight magnetically. It can generate magnetic wings,
And there's
which are actually the ultimate evolution of what we call magnetic skyrmions. So there's actually a physics principle that allows you to do something.
The book,
like
for any of the nerds out there and any of the sort of like physicists out there and stuff, or people who are just astronomers and people who are like generally interested in this kind of stuff, especially like ancient aliens, and there are a lot of people that like that kind of stuff out there. I would suggest go checking this out. All the links are in the description down below. There is some really cool stuff, especially like
there's a lot
in
of
this book.
there's a lot about the whole machine, where biological bodies go over long-term evolution.
Yeah, so there's like these old alien cuboid. It's really cool. So go check out the first chapter. Is actually available for free on your website.
Yep.
So it's quite a challenging read, very unique concept. If you love sci-fi, you'll really like it.
It's based on a lot of real science as well. Obviously, it's speculative because it is fictional, but there is a lot of real science in the whole book as well.
But yes, there's a lot of real science, and it's a really cool read. So go check out the first chapter, and then buy the book if you want on Amazon, because it's available as of today.
Yes, as of this
making
morning,
this video.
And you can follow the link from halion.com/eon.
Like We don't want to plug it too much because we know that would be really annoying for you guys.
Yeah, that would be just too much, I think, wouldn't it? Pushing it all in your faces, wouldn't it?
I think. Okay, so back from the ad break. Let's watch this video. It's called, I didn't want to react to this one because it's really awkward, but we'll go through it quickly. Remove my genitals to make me a genderless alien hooked on the look. Let's just go through this as quick as we can. No judgment.
My goal in regards to my look is to become an exact scientific, proportioned, sexless human being.
Vinny grew up in a small town in Oregon, never feeling like he quite belonged. So at age 17, he packed his bags and went in search of new adventures.
I moved to LA at a really young age, and moving here, everything was always about sex appeal. And when I think of alien, I think of like ugly, like aliens don't really have genders, in my eyes at least. And I connected with it. And around about 60,000. I've had around about 110 procedures.
That is a lot. GG.
I'm looking to have gender unassignment. I'm looking to change my genitals so that way there is nothing there. Just maybe like a hole to pee out of.
I really have a concern about cyberbullying, and those are my biggest concerns, just his safety.
So like looking at, like, obviously that's why we don't want to send any hate anyone's way, because for example, later in the video, and like, you guys can watch the full video, but later in the video he says that he wants to basically get his like full genitals like removed and then literally just have like a hole to like pee through and stuff, just like genderless, sexless sort of alien, like whole genderless. But there are a lot of people, especially, well, one of my close friends at uni, she's asexual, and so like I know a lot of other people who are asexual that don't desire like any sort of like that kind of relationship. They just want some people just want the romantic relationship. Some people are aromantic, they don't want it at all.
That's quite cool.
And some people just feel like like being that alien, I feel like it incorporates them as something other or something different, and that's what they are, and so they just embrace it. And sometimes when you have a whole world looking at you anyway, judging you anyway, you might as well go all out and say, screw it, I'm just gonna do this, I'm gonna be an alien, I'm gonna like dress like this, because at the end of the day, I think sometimes you do need to put your middle fingers up to the world. But anyway, that's a very interesting like topic of conversation, like looking into like identifying as that respectfully. So I used to just roast on people and be like, oh, this is ridiculous, haha, that's so funny, people are weird, but like, we're all just different people, there's no point trying to, you know, so just be nice in the comments. If you want to comment about it, just comment about how it's interesting and, you know, have a discussion about it, a nice discussion about it. But I know there will be some nasty comments, so they can go away, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as we said earlier in the video, go check out his book. It's actually a part of your book, one of the people in your
the mentors are mouthless, so they don't have mouths. So that's simply because they've developed biological batteries. So
yeah,
they don't
so they
have to eat.
They have to eat or like really talk. So
that's right. So there's no point in having a mouth. So over a few thousand generations after that, they can just get rid of their mouths. So they're the mouthless ones, which is actually what appears in a lot of. So
it's kind of related
statues around the world.
And obviously there's a bunch of alien things. So I'll put that in the links down below. Go check the links out. Go check his social media out. The book is out, available now.
Hi, I'm Dave Norman, the author of the first book so far in a series of 5 science fiction novels together called The Alien Pentalogy.
All links down below. I will see you in another video. Actually, we're doing another video together where we spoke about like transhumanism and stuff. So subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, like the video and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.